Welcome to Top 7, your ultimate destination for everything about the most iconic moments, characters and stories in entertainment. Today, we're diving into the dark side of cinema. These villains are more than just bad guys. They're legends that have left an indelible mark on pop culture. From galaxy-conquering emperors to maniacal clowns, these are the top 7 most iconic movie villains of all time. What makes a movie villain truly iconic? Is it their ruthless cunning, their chilling charisma, or perhaps the sheer terror they instill in the hearts of audiences? Today, we're not just counting down any villains, we're focusing on those who have transcended their roles to become true icons of the silver screen. These are the antagonists that keep us up at night, the ones we love to hate and sometimes even root for. Starting off our list at number 7 is Norman Bates, from Alfred Hitchcock's 1960 masterpiece, Psycho. Played by Anthony Perkins, Norman Bates is a character who, on the surface, seems like an ordinary, if slightly nervous, young man running his family's motel. But underneath, there's a darkness that has made him one of the most unforgettable villains in film history. Norman Bates is a textbook example of how psychological horror can be more terrifying than outright violence. His polite and gentle exterior hides a twisted psyche shaped by a traumatic relationship with his mother. The infamous shower scene has become a cultural touchstone with its rapid editing and Bernard Herrmann's screeching score forever etched into the minds of viewers. It's not just the horror of what he does, but the shocking twist that comes at the film's climax that cements Norman Bates as one of the most iconic villains ever. When the final reveal shows that he has been embodying his mother all along, audiences were left in shock. Norman Bates is a chilling reminder that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are those who appear most human. As we leave the eerie halls of the Bates Motel, we enter a world where evil takes on a more theatrical form. Number 6 on our list is a villain whose every move is a performance. At number 6, we have Hans Gruber from the 1988 action classic Die Hard. Played by the legendary Alan Rickman, Hans Gruber redefined what it means to be a charismatic villain. He's sophisticated, articulate, and utterly ruthless, a perfect foil to Bruce Willis's rugged everyman hero John McClane. Hans Gruber isn't just a typical terrorist, he's a master planner with a taste for the finer things in life. His motivations are refreshingly straightforward. He's after money, not power or revenge. This simplicity, combined with Rickman's suave yet menacing portrayal, makes Gruber stand out in the crowded field of action movie villains. But what really makes Hans Gruber iconic is his memorable demise. The slow-motion shot of him falling from the Nakatomi Plaza is not just one of the most famous scenes in action cinema. It's a moment that solidified Gruber as an unforgettable villain. His mix of charm, intelligence, and sheer malevolence makes Hans Gruber a villain we love to revisit every holiday season. From the slick and sophisticated to the downright terrifying, our next villain is one who has haunted audiences with his chilling calmness and unrelenting cruelty. Number 5 on our list is Anton Chigurh, portrayed by Javier Bardem in the Coen brothers' No Country for Old Men. With his deadpan demeanor, chilling voice, and that unforgettable bowl cut, Chigurh is a villain who feels almost otherworldly in his sheer lack of humanity. Anton Chigurh isn't just a killer. He's a force of nature, a harbinger of doom whose every decision is guided by a twisted sense of fate. The now iconic coin toss scene perfectly encapsulates his character. Here, Chigurh isn't just deciding the fate of a terrified gas station owner, he's embodying the randomness and inevitability of death itself. What makes Anton Chigurh so terrifying is his unflinching commitment to his own code. He is merciless, methodical, and entirely unstoppable. Bardem's performance earned him an Academy Award, and rightly so. Anton Chigurh is a villain who leaves an indelible mark on everyone he encounters, both in the film and in the audience. Next up, we have a villain who has taken on many faces, but none more iconic than the one that wears a painted smile. Coming in at number 4, he's the clown prince of crime. At number 4 is a character who needs no introduction, the Joker, specifically Heath Ledger's unforgettable portrayal in The Dark Knight. Ledger's Joker is a chaotic force, an agent of anarchy who doesn't seek power or wealth, but simply wants to watch the world burn. What makes Ledger's Joker so iconic is his unpredictability. He's not just a criminal mastermind, he's a walking embodiment of chaos, whose only goal is to disrupt the established order. His twisted sense of humor, combined with his complete disregard for human life, makes him both terrifying and oddly compelling. Heath Ledger's performance is a masterclass in villainy, earning him a posthumous Academy Award. His Joker is unsettlingly real, a villain who feels as though he could step off the screen and into our world. The Joker's impact on pop culture is undeniable, and while many actors have played the role, Ledger's version stands out as the definitive take on Batman's greatest nemesis. As we leave behind the chaos of Gotham, we step into the realm of pure terror. Our next villain is one who is as brilliant as he is monstrous. Taking the number 3 spot is Dr. Hannibal Lecter, played by Anthony Hopkins in The Silence of the Lambs. Lecter is a unique kind of villain, a cultured, intelligent psychiatrist who just so happens to be a cannibalistic serial killer. His refined manners and taste for the macabre make him one of the most memorable villains in cinematic history. Lecter's terrifying presence isn't just about what he does, but how he does it. His interactions with FBI agent Clarice Starling are a masterclass in psychological manipulation, as he probes into her psyche while offering crucial insights into the mind of another killer. The tension in these scenes is palpable, with Hopkins delivering every line with a chilling calmness that leaves audiences on edge. Hopkins's portrayal of Lecter earned him an Academy Award, despite only having around 16 minutes of screen time. That's a testament to just how powerful and iconic his performance is. Hannibal Lecter is a villain who remains frightening not just because of his actions, but because of his intellect and the unnerving way he sees right through people. He's a character who lingers in the mind long after the credits roll. As we leave the chilling intellect of Hannibal Lecter, we venture into a galaxy far, far away where our next villain rules with an iron fist. At number 2, we have the Dark Lord of the Sith. In the runner-up spot is none other than Darth Vader, one of the most iconic villains in the history of cinema. Introduced in George Lucas's original Star Wars trilogy, Darth Vader is the dark enforcer of the Empire, a figure of fear and awe whose very presence commands attention. Vader's menacing appearance, with his towering stature, black armor, and ominous breathing, is instantly recognizable. But what truly makes him iconic is the journey his character undergoes. From a feared Sith Lord to a father seeking redemption, Darth Vader's story is one of tragedy and power. His relationship with Luke Skywalker adds layers of depth, making him a complex villain rather than just an evil force. James Earl Jones's deep, commanding voice brings Vader to life, turning him into a figure who is both terrifying and tragic. His redemption arc in Return of the Jedi only adds to his legacy, cementing Darth Vader as not just one of the greatest villains, but one of the greatest characters in cinematic history. And now, we arrive at the top spot. Our number 1 villain is a true icon whose very name strikes fear into the hearts of millions. He's the ultimate symbol of power and malevolence. At number 1, we have Lord Voldemort from the Harry Potter series. Played by Ralph Fiennes, Voldemort is the epitome of evil, a dark wizard so feared that even his name sends shivers down the spines of witches and wizards. With his snake-like features and a voice that can chill anyone to the bone, Voldemort is the embodiment of dark magic. What makes Voldemort truly terrifying is his single-minded obsession with power and immortality. He's a character who will stop at nothing to achieve his goals, even if it means destroying everything and everyone in his path. His battle with Harry Potter is more than just a fight between good and evil. It's a struggle for the very soul of the wizarding world. Fiennes' portrayal of Voldemort is nothing short of iconic. He captures the character's cruelty, arrogance, and madness with chilling precision. Voldemort is a villain who looms large over the entire Harry Potter series, a dark presence that defines the epic struggle at the heart of the story. For his sheer impact and the fear he instills, Voldemort takes the top spot as the most iconic movie villain of all time. And there you have it, the top 7 most iconic movie villains of all time. These characters have defined what it means to be truly unforgettable on the big screen. They've terrified, fascinated, and even thrilled us in ways that only the greatest villains can. Who's your favorite movie villain? Did we miss someone on this list? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, Don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Top 7 for more amazing countdowns. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.